Alright, Magic the Gathering enthusiasts, collectors, and players, or whatever you'd like to call yourself, my MTG people. This is Brian from Less Magic More Gathering, and we've got a booster box opening for you today. I have been seeing tons of videos about people posting box openings, pack openings, just posting stuff on Facebook, on Twitter, just saying what kind of cool stuff they got, and like just wanting everybody to know. And I know there's a lot in here, a lot of reprinted stuff that they've got a little symbol in the corner, a little Planeswalker symbol that says, hey, guess what, we're a mystery booster pack card. But there's tons of stuff in here. Out of the 24 packs that you can get that have been coming up, getting people anywhere from $150 to $200 in value. And I was able to snake one of these bad boys away from a card website, and I got it for a decent deal. I think the general average is about $150, so I think that's what I got it for. But nonetheless, we're going to open this up today, and we are going to give away some stuff as well. What I want to show you is what we're going to give away is something we like doing before we went on this deployment. We got some of these event decks, and we got another one to give away here. This is the Illusionary Might event deck from 2012 core set. It's a really nice card event deck here. There's some really good stuff in here as well. You can check it out online if you'd like. I'm going to show you what I was looking at. So it's worth $35 if you buy it at a certain websites. It's technically going to cost $35. I think I might have got it a little cheaper on Amazon or somewhere else, but I'm not sure. But it's up to you if you want it or not. And its total value is about $35 anyway, so you're paying for what you get if you do pay $35. But I'm going to zoom in here and show you the kind of stuff that comes in this set, or this event deck. Some really decent cards, I think. So we've got, well, it was zooming in much better earlier. Of course, it's not going to do it now. Nonetheless, there we go. So you've got Grand Architect, a 450 Spined Thopter, Phantasmal Dragon, Precursor Golem, and Phantasmal Image is a great card. And then you scroll down and spells. You got Preordain, excellent card, huge card. Mana Leak there, Glacial Fortress, and some other stuff in there. So I mean, if you're the kind of person that likes this type of stuff, especially 2012 core set type of things. Now it's not all core 12 cards. It's a miscellaneous amounts. Like if even I go up to Phantasmal Image, wrong one. Phantasmal Image. I did click Phantasmal Image. I'm ruining it. So Phantasmal Image, it says it's a 2012. So that one actually is a 2012 card. But I think some of the other ones, like Grand Aether Adept, 2011 maybe. Yeah, so it's random. It's just whatever cards they had at the time that they filled these decks for these events. So nonetheless, that's what we're throwing in here for this. So one person's going to win this 2012 core set event deck, Illusionary Might, and we're going to sweeten the pot. And the second winner is going to get this bad boy, Heliod, God of the Sun, the Secret Lair Drop Series version. It's about a $10 card, so a person's going to get a $35 event deck, another person's going to get a $10 Secret Lair card. I got this thing from Channel Fireball's Baller Box subscription. They gave it to me. I already bought some of these, so I'm going to give it away to somebody else. So that's what we're going to get out of here, and it's nothing crazy. All you got to do is comment anything you want. There's tons of cards here. Pick your favorite card out of the mystery box that you've seen, or a card that you really like. Just tell me a little bit about it. Tell the channel about it. You know, whatever. I don't care. Just talk. Give us some comments. We're looking for a decent chunk of comments this time because I want everybody a good chance. I want everybody to have a good chance of getting one of these giveaways. I don't want to just do like 10 comments of the rare cards. I want 25 comments is what we're shooting for. 25 solid comments, and we're going to pick one person for the event deck and one person for the Secret Lair Drop Series card. But enough talking about all that hogwash. Let's just go ahead and jump into this and see what kind of awesome stuff we come out with. I'm really crossing my fingers on the, I think it's Mana Crypt. Is that what I've been hearing everybody's been getting? It'd be awesome to get one of those. Apparently everybody that gets one seems to be the lucky ones, and the people that don't aren't the lucky ones. So maybe I'm the lucky one this time. Either way, I'm super stoked. I love opening stuff. I love opening things like this that have like a special limited edition thing to it. Now, I know you're getting a rare out of every pack, I believe. So it's not a surprise when you get a rare, but you're just hoping it's or not rare, but a foil. I mean, it's the foil that you want is the big one. You don't want some sort of junker. I don't want junkers. I want good time foils. Oh man, let's set all these over here, up around the corner, so you can see them, and then let's go to the first one. Well, we're gonna just test the theory on the pack because I don't remember. I guess I've not seen how these things are opened up. Looks like they just go straight into whatever. So the first ones, I think maybe random. You got Sky March Aspirant, Collar the Culprit, Scab Goliath, Coral M Guide, Stab Wound, Seal of Doom, Ruinous Gremlin, Krenko's Command, Praise Vengeance, Nature's Claim, Storm Chaser Chimera, Mortar Pod, Meddling Mage, Night Howler for the rare, and Mana Weft Sliver. These are pretty good. I've got a Sliver deck I'm trying to put together, but getting them foil Mana Weft Sliver, which is like a $2-3 card, I think, by itself, is pretty cool. Now, it's going to be less value than what the actual foil is because it's a reprinted edition set, but it's not bad. I like Mana Weft Sliver. I'm not going to really... I might catch a couple of these that I know were higher valued commons or uncommons. Like Stab Wound, I think was a decent one, but I don't think it's that great. I might just be pulling my own chain there. But, like I said, comment whatever you want out of this box. Card that you like, card that you've used before, something that's really, just like, man, that card's great in this deck. Comment the stuff that really hits home for you. And that's what I want to see in the comments, stuff like that. And all you have to do is one comment per person and get you entered in the drawing, and we'll do a drawing as soon as we reach our number, 25. If we get it fast, I'll extend it to a couple more people. Up to 30 or 35, depending on how fast we get these comments. If we get them fast, I can keep going. If it happens within a week, I'll shoot as high as we need to. But just comment away. Tell me what you think. All right, we got Mother of Runes, and that's from one of the dual deck sets. Mother of Runes, Built to Last, Classic Skittering Eel, Fascination, Reckless Imp, Gurmag Angler, Shattering Spree, Defiant Ogre, Titanic Growth, Roots, Wrath Capacious Ship's Mage. I used this like 100 times in, not 100, but like plenty of times in deck build when this first came out. I just liked its flash ability. It was pretty useful. Sandstep Citadel, can't go wrong with these multicolored lands. You gotta tap it when it comes in, but it can up to 3 different colored lands. Great card. Hedron Crab, that's an excellent one from Zendikar at the time. Now it is a reprint, it's not worth as much, but it's a decent one. And then we got Solemn Simulacrum. I can't even say the word, and I don't know what set that's from. Somebody can comment on that if you'd like to too. That's part of the deal. Comment, whatever. I think I saw a video where this one was a decent valued card. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe not. I could be way off. Either way, it's a comment. And we got Fungasaur from the 8th edition foil. Creature Fungasaur. Whenever Fungasaur is dealt damage, put a 1/1 counter on. It's 2/2. So it's a medium cost, a 4-drop, 2/2 only. When it's dealt damage, you put a counter on. So obviously it's to survive the damage. But pump him up, give him something, give him an enchantment, something that gives him big enough so when he starts to build, he's huge. Now, I might actually take this and put this in my enchantment deck where I can make it stronger, and then he can be taking the brunt of things, which is what you want, right? If not, maybe you can put him in a dinosaur deck. I mean, he'd be huge in a dinosaur deck where you deal damage to your own creatures. That would be, excellent, especially if you can keep it under the 2 mark, and then you can just pump him up, pump him up, pump him up. Why am I struggling with this pack? It's like super glued. Seriously. I'm going to lose my mojo. Savannah Lion, Healer's Hawk. Can't go wrong with the old Healer's Hawk. Sphinx's Tutelage. Now, that's a pretty decent one. I think it was a $2 card at one point in time from Magic Origins. Decent card there. Prodigal Sorcerer, Reassembling Skeleton, always worthwhile if you're doing a zombie type deck from your graveyard. Carrion Imp, Wayward Giant, Undying Rage, Orin Reef Invoker, Elephant Guide, Aethercast Knight, I guess you'd call it, Human Knight. Not sure about that guy. Lightning Greaves, there's a good one. You can't go wrong with Lightning Greaves. That's a plus in any commander deck. You got to have it. I mean, right? It's a 2-drop artifact equipment. Equipped creature has haste and shroud, so it can't be the target of spells or abilities, which means you can't do anything to it either, but it protects it from your opponents. So that's huge, definitely huge. Equipped 0 cost. So Lightning Greaves, excellent card there. Tower of Aeons. 4-drop artifact, pay 8, tap it, you gain 10 life. Now that's not bad at all if you're late in the game and you need to pump your life total back up. That's pretty decent. That's another rare. You got Krenko Mob Boss. I think he was a decent card when it first came out, and I'm not sure if he's only in the dual deck set or if he's got his own set. I can't remember. I'm not keeping track on him either. And we got Spellweaver Valute. I love these cards. Future Sight, man, I don't know what it is about Future Sight, just the design's different. It's different than the original base design, and I love these cards, and I would love to have as many foils as I can come across to these. And I'll take this one because it's a foil that I like, and what did I always say? I'll take it any day of the week. A foil that I'm always into. So Enchant Aura, it's a 5-drop. Enchant instant card in a graveyard. Whenever you play a sorcery spell, copy the enchanted instant card. You may play the copy without paying its mana cost. If you do, remove the enchanted card from the game and attach Spellweaver Volute to another instant card in the graveyard. Strange. Not really sure how that works, but cool nonetheless. And I probably would know, but I'm not going to sit here and try to think about it because I'll mess it up, to be honest. I apologize. I got a text message. Super important. It's not important. Sorry for the delay. Back to the pack openings. These packs are kind of strong. My fingers ain't tearing into the plastic. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm freaking out. Voice of Provinces. Take Vengeance. Sorry for the thumb. I got a boo-boo. Got a Band-Aid on. Thunder Drake. Wave Wing Elemental. Shriek Maw's decent card if you go that route. Boon of Emrakul. Evan Carr's Justice, Wojek Bodyguard, Flame Tongue Kavu, Overgrown Armasaur, Thornscape Battle Mage, Kiss of Amisha, Dreadship Reef, Uncommon Land, Pathraiser of Ulamog. It's a good one. It's actually not bad at all in the Rise of Eldrazi set. Pretty decent card there. I've got a foil version. I think it's a DCI foil or an FNM promo. I don't remember what it is, but it's a foil version. Pretty cool. That's only an uncommon. And we got Gideon Jura from the Arch Enemy set. Yeah, so there we go. It's a mythic rare Planeswalker. I'll take that any day of the week. And Triskelion foil. Artifact creature construct. Triskelion has a battlefield with 3+1/+1 encounters on it. Remove a 1/1 counter from Triskelion. Triskelion deals 1 damage to target creature or player. Alright. So we did get a mythic Planeswalker. Can't complain about that. Alright, Soul Party. Fragmentize. Oh my gosh, my cord is in the way. Get out of the way, cord. Sorry. It's moving my cards all over the place. Thought Collapse, always a fun one, for me at least, when you get a count or something. Omen Speaker. Shambling Goblin. Go for the Throat, not a bad card from the set. This isn't the original one it was in. I wish I knew what it was. I think I've seen it, but I can't remember now. We got Bomber Core. Oop, that wasn't uncommon. I apologize. Put you in the wrong pile. Roast. Classic Roast. Fierce Empath. Explosive Vegetation, always a good one. Usually about a $1 to $2 card. Probably not much now because it's a reprint, but still a good card. Erosis Champion, decent. Arcane Sanctum, another good multicolored land. Tap for a specific color, but 3 options. Bone Splitter, that's a nice artifact to throw on a creature. Gets a +2/+0. It's only 1/1 cost. We got Caged Sun. That one's a good one. I had one of these, sold it to a friend. He needed it for a deck. So, good old Caged Sun artifact. As Caged Sun enters battlefield, choose a color. Creatures you control of the chosen color get a +1/+1. Whenever a land's ability causes you to add 1 or more mana of the chosen color, add 1 additional mana of that color. That's not bad at all. I should probably put that in my rat deck. It's based mainly about the black, or the single color, so they all get a +1/+1. That's not bad. I don't know if that'll help me in that deck, but the other part will definitely would. And we've got Zur's Weirding, 4-drop enchantment foil from 8th edition. Players play with their hands revealed. If a player would draw a card, he or she reveals it instead. And then any other player may pay 2 life. If a player does, put that card into its owner's graveyard. Otherwise, that player draws the card. Cool. Some dirty stuff right there. I see what I'm doing wrong. I'm trying to rip this package open all the wrong way. Got it now, folks. Want it now. Artful Maneuver, Manuvian, Disenchant, Chart a Course. Can't go wrong with Chart a Course. Always helpful. Strategic Planning. Infest, Queen's Agent, Leopard Spotted Gio. I think that's how you pronounce that. Goblin Locksmith, Creeping Mold, Might of the Masses, Hamadrapa, Peace Strider, Pestilence, and Teferi's Protection. It's a 3-drop instant. I should have been reading some of these rares earlier, but that's okay. We'll jump into them now. I feel like there's too much of a glare going on. Can you guys see that? You guys can't see that, can you? Maybe I should just bring it up here. I don't know, you can see it. Can you see it? Can you see it? Oh my gosh, why is it so weird? Fair enough. Teferi's Protection. 3-drop instant. Until your next turn, your life total can't change, and you have protection from everything. All permanents you control phase out. Exile Teferi's Protection. Boom. And Gilder Baron. I love this little guy. He's kind of fun. 3-drop creature Ophi. Pay 3, tap it, or untap it. For each counter on target permanent, put another of those counters on that permanent. This is the symbol for untap. So once he's tapped, if you've attacked with him, which I don't know why you would, he's only 1/3, but you'd have to find a way to tap him, and then you can untap him and put counters. Pretty cool. I like the old Gilder Baron. See, this is what I wasn't doing. Pulling it like that. Pulling it across the tab, not trying to open it from the tab. Weird. It's weird, I know. Dragon's Eye Sentry, Pacifism, Shipwreck Looter, Fathom Seer, Stromkirk Patrol, Phyrexian Rager, Granitic Titan, Lightning Bolt, the old classic Lightning Bolt's an excellent card. March Enemy, Jungle Wayfinder, Farseek, not bad at all for a common. Mercurial Geist, that's a really cool card. I don't know if I have the foil to this, but I just love the way the red and blues kind of weave in and out there. I think the foil would be excellent. I'm pretty sure I do not have it. I'll have to check my foil set, but if I don't, I'm definitely going to go find it. Sweet card. Thran Dynamo, that's excellent. Can't go wrong with extra mana. 4-drop artifact, you tap it, and you get 3 colorless mana to your mana pool. Now, you might need a specific color, but shoot, 3 is awesome to have. Phyrexian Soul Gorger, and it's a good old cold snap. 3 drops, no artifact creature construct. We got Black Market, 5-drop enchantment. Whenever a creature dies, put a charge counter on Black Market. At the beginning of your pre-combat main phase, add a swamp to your mana pool for each charge counter on Black Market. Not bad at all. And Lantern of Insight. That is a 1-drop artifact. Each player plays with the top card of his or her library revealed. Tap it, sacrifice Lantern of Insight. Target player shuffles his or her library. Okay. Okay. See, this is what I was trying. I was trying to do it this way. You just need to pull. Oh, no, I done messed it up. Let's try it this way. Aha, see, that worked. Don't ask me what's wrong with me, as I don't know. Veteran Swordsmith, Refurbish, good old catalog, City Watch Sphinx, Slumgar Butcher, Mind Rot, Bombard, Fierce Invocation, Pierce the Sky, Crop Rotation. Hey, did we have that? I don't know. Crop Rotation's a decent one. Decent card. Kin Tree Invocation, Breaker of Armies. Old classic Battle for Zendikar there. Rishadan Footpad, 4-drop creature pirate. When Rishadan Footpad comes into play, each opponent sacrifices a permanent unless he or she pays 2. Not bad, and that's an uncommon. I don't know why I read that. I thought it was... Oh, Dragon Lord Ojute. 5-drop legendary creature, Elder Dragon. Mythic Rare, Flying Dragon Lord Ojute. Ojute, I don't know how to pronounce it, has hexproof as long as it's untapped. Then, whenever Dragon Lord Ojute or Wijite deals combat damage to a player, look at the top 3 cards of your library. Put one of them into your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. Booyah! And a foil Memnite. I like old Memnite. 0-drop creature for 1/1, or it's a 1/1 0-drop creature. Useful, especially if you got a way to pump up those artifacts. I know there's cards out there that does that. Galt it just fine. Stave Off, Intrusive Pack Beast, Augury Owl, Fog Bank, good old Fog Bank, Marauding Bone Slasher, Skeleton Archer, Executioner's Capsule, Eniok Tracker, Tar Fire, that's a good one, Takedown, Imperious Perfect, Fires of Yavamayan, that's pretty good, Temple of the False God, decent, Archangel, Urza's Rage, and that is a 3-drop instant with a kicker cost of 9. Urza's Rage can't be countered by spells or abilities. Urza's Rage deals 3 damage to target creature or player. If Urza's Rage was kicked, instead it deals 10 damage to that creature or player, and the damage can't be prevented. Not bad. It does cost you 9, 10, 11, 12. Cost you 12 just to give 10 damage to something. So you can kill a big creature, you can maybe end your opponent's game with this. Not a bad card. Ooh, Teferi's Puzzle Box. That's a pretty good one. 4-drop artifact at the beginning of each player's draw step. That player puts the cards in his or her hand on the bottom of his or her library in any order, then draws that many cards. Nice. We'll take that one any day of the week. Good old puzzle box. Why am I making this complicated? Look, it doesn't want to budge. It's like it knows I want to open it. It's like, nope. You know what? We're gonna make you fight for it. I think there's a certain way. Some of them just, you gotta, I don't know. I'm gonna have to try to figure it out because I'm feeling kind of half stupid right now. Court Street Denizen, Emerge Unscathed, Guard Gomazoa, Tidal Wave, Rune Rat, Catacomb Crocodile, Arrow Storm, Wildfire Emissary, Zindakar's Royal, Arbor Elf, Satar Enchanter, Tarmod's Crypt, Crystal Shard, Torian Mauler. This is a fun card if you like changeling type stuff. It's 3-drop, a shapeshifter, changeling. This card is every creature type. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, you may put a 1/1 counter on Torian Mauler. So, I mean, it's anything. It's everything you want it to be. It can go in any color deck that you want, essentially, as long as you can, I don't know, not any color, but you know what I'm saying? So it can be any creature you want it to be if you need to. So it can be useful in many, many ways. And we've got Sarkhan the Mad, foil Planeswalker. 5-drop Planeswalker Sarkhan. Reveal the top card of your library and put it into your hand. Sarkhan the Mad deals damage to himself equal to that card's converted mana cost. Target creature's controller sacrifices it, then that player puts a 5/5 red dragon creature token with flying onto the battlefield. -4 each dragon creature you control deals damage equal to its power to target player. Sarkhan the Mad sounds very mad. Mad indeed, folks. Nope. Got it. Some of them are just strange. Enduring Victory, Dismantling Blow, Windstrider, Bewilder, Demonic Vigor, Spreading Rot, Crown Hunting Hireling, Cleansing Screech, Tajuru Pathwarden, Elvish Warrior, Okran Assassin, Herald's Horn, Asceticism, that is a 5-drop enchantment. Creatures you control can't be the target of spell or abilities your opponents control. Ooh, gotta put that in my deck. Tap 2, regenerate target creature. Not bad at all. I like that one. That one's dirty. Sudden Demise, X cost. Choose a color. Sudden Demise deals X damage to each creature of the chosen color. Well, it's a mild board wipe if you got a decent amount of mana, that's for sure. And Frozen Aether, 4-drop enchantment. Artifacts, creatures, and lands your opponents control come into play tapped. Suck it! Tap your stuff! Ooh, I love these cards. Caravan Escort. Level up playability. Seeker of the Way. Gone Missing. Totally Lost. Reckless Spite. Fester Creep. Dragon Fodder. Summit Prowler. Siege Worm. Formless Nurturing. I guess I'm going to stop talking like a weirdo. Engineered Might. Juggernaut. Phyrexian Metamorph. That one is a rare. I like this card. This is a really nice card. 4-drop. Essentially, you got to pay 3 mana, and then you have to pay 2 life. Or, I guess it would be an island in that case. You may have Phyrexian Metamorph enter the battlefield as a copy of any artifact or creature on the battlefield, except it's an artifact in addition to its other types. That's pretty gnarly. Tempt with Discovery, 4-drop, Tempting Offer. Search a library for a land card and put it into the battlefield. Each opponent may search his or her library for a land card and put it onto the battlefield. For each opponent who searches a library this way, search your library for a land card and put it into the battlefield. Then each player who searched a library this way shuffles it. That's a lot to read. That'll get crazy. That's definitely useful, but I don't know. Nanofoil is Soul's Attendant. I'm not going to read the common just because I don't care. Yeah, I'm going to read it. 1-drop creature, human cleric. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield, you may gain 1 life. So it's the old school Soul Warden, essentially. Soul Warden, Soul's Attendant, same thing. And then there's a couple other cards that do all that stuff. But some of them only apply to creatures, not any creature. That card specifically says whenever any creature enters the battlefield, gain a life. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield. Gust Cloak Skirmisher, Guild Guided Strike, Crashing Tide, Convolute, Scrounge of Souls, Plague White, Barrage of Boulders, Distemper of the Blood, Gift of Growth, Azuri's Archers, Ethereal Ambush, Copper Carapace, and there's a lot of commons there. Draco, 16 drop, artifact creature, dragon. Draco costs 2 less to play for each basic land type among lands you control. Flying, at the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice Draco unless you pay 10. This cost is reduced by 2 for each basic land type among lands you control. So it's not bad for a commander, especially with a lot of just different amounts of lands that people are going to use or put in their commander deck. And you could probably get him out here for cheap. Maybe not early, obviously, for 16, but you could probably get him out there for maybe 8 or 9 in a 9-drop flying creature. You do have to pay the upkeep cost, but I mean, it's not going to be that much. So, not bad. Kind of weird. I don't think I've ever seen this card before, so that's pretty cool. Draco, the 16-drop artifact creature. Boom Pile, 4-drop artifact. Flip a coin. If you win the flip, destroy all non-land permanents. Okay? That's a toss-up board wipe that stays on the field of play. That's kind of crappy. So, essentially, all non-land permanents, even this one. So essentially, it's you put it on the field of play, and then you just take turns trying to figure out if you're going to win the flip. And if you do, you get rid of stuff. If you don't, then it stays on the field of play. Ooh, that's nasty looking. That's a sweet foil. I like some that are just so full of foilness that you can't even see the card. Like, ah! So that's a 3-drop Celestial Dawn enchantment. Lands you control are planes. Non-land cards you own that aren't in play. Non-land cards you own that aren't in play, spells you control, and non-land permanents you control are white. You may spend white mana as though it were mana of any color. You may spend other mana only as though it were colorless mana. That really changes the game around, but that's a neat foil. I like that. I like neat foils. Glaring Aegis, Arrest, Predict, Shaper Parasite, the Eldritch Reborn, love that. Thorn of the Black Rose, quality card. Ill-Tempered Cyclops, Curd Ape, Borderland Explorer, Deathhood Cobra, Claim and Fame, Guardians of Meletis, Dragon Mask. I don't know if this is a rare or what it is. I can't tell because it's from Visions. So it's Dragon Mask 3-drop artifact. Pay 3, tap it, target creature you control gets a +2/+2 until end of turn. At end of turn, if that creature is in play, return it to its owner's hand. Okay, I'll have to check the quality of that. Drana, Calestria, Bloodchief, 5-drop legendary creature, Vampire Shaman, flying. X cost with 2 swamps. Target creature gets -0/-X until end of turn, and Drana, Calestria, Bloodchief gets +X/+0 until end of turn. So you can pump her up and minus something down and come at him swinging. And Viscera Seer, common foil, 1-drop, Vampire Wizard. Sacrifice a creature, scry 1. So you sacrifice and you can scry. Okay, I can see the use in that. Oust, Congregate, Frantic Search, Dazzling Lights, Vampire Nighthawk, Costly Plunder, Direct Current, Lightning Shrieker, Pulse of Mirasa, Reclaiming Vines, Plaxcaster Frogling, Great Furnace, Phantasmal Dragon, and Cauldron of Souls, 5-drop artifact. Tap it, choose any number of target creatures. Each of those creatures gains Persist until end of turn. Ooh, that's dirty. I like Persist. And we've got Sundial of the Infinite, 2-drop artifact foil. Pay 1, tap it, end the turn. Activate this ability only during your turn. So it says exile, discard down to your exile all spells and abilities on the stack. Discard down to your maximum hand size. Damage wears off in this turn and until end of turn effects end. That's a weird card. I don't know how that. I mean, I understand it's only on your turn. So if somebody's trying to do some really crappy instance on you, you can just be like, nope, sorry. Comments, please. Maybe enlighten me on exactly how that benefits you to the most benefits you can get out of a card that has to be played on your turn or ability. Exoriate, Court Homunculus, Sire Eleanor the Discerning from the new stuff, Diminish, Thallid Omnivore, Animate Dead, I like that one, Bloodstone Golem, Blur of Blades, Silk Weaver Elite, Carnivorous Moss Beast, Tower Gargoyle, Bottle of Gnomes, Perish, also another one I'll have to check on rarity. Destroy all green creatures. Those creatures cannot be regenerated this turn. 3-drop. Mirror Entity. 3-drop creature shapeshifter. Changeling. This card can be any creature. And they're one of those. Any creatures. X cost. Pay an X cost until end of turn. Creatures you control have base power and toughness of XX and gain all creature types. Useful. Could be useful. And Hornet Sting. That's pretty neat foil for a common. 1-drop. Instant. Hornet Sting deals 1 damage to target creature or player. That was a bust of a pack, I think. Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe something was really good and I just didn't see it. I overlooked it because I don't know. I don't know everything. I will do my best to update my video footage, my video feed, and see if I can post prices of the higher-ended cards on this video as I post it. Bonds of Faith, Inspired Charge, Drag Under, Brilliant Spectrum, Annihilate. Did I miss one? Annihilate, Gravedigger, Gravitic Punch, Battle Rattle Shaman, Ranger's Guile, Stalking Tiger. I like how they went ahead and, like, you could have copied any other set. Like, I think Stalking Tiger, maybe it only exists in this. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it is this set, but it still seems funny that they would use this as the one they duplicate. Zealous Persecution, Baumat Bizarre Barge, Master Transmuter. That is a 4-drop artifact creature, Human Artificer. Pay a swamp, tap it, return an artifact you control to its owner's hand. You may put an artifact card from your hand into play. So, okay. So essentially you're saving something. You pay the cost, return it to your hand, then you can put it back on the battlefield without it getting killed. Acroan Horse, 4-drop artifact creature horse, defender. When Acroan Horse enters the battlefield, an opponent gains control of it. At the beginning of your upkeep, each opponent creates a 1/1 white soldier creature token. So essentially that's what they're not. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. So an opponent takes control of it. At the beginning of your upkeep, each opponent creates a 1/1 white soldier creature token. But that's because it's on their side. They control it. So you're technically giving us 1/1 creatures. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Another one of those sweet setup foils from Future Sight. Lumithread Field. Enchantment. Creatures you control get a +0/+1 morph cost. So it has morph cost. Nice. Throw those in my collection. What? Core Sky Fisher, Iona's Judgment, River Darter, Frost Lynx, Torment of Venom, Weight of Precinct 6, Gore Swine, Atarka Efreet, Wild Size, Harrow, Blood Braid Elf, classic, good one. So I'm going to read it because it's got a different ability. So it's Cascade ability. It's a 4-drop creature elf berserker. Haste. It's Cascade. When you cast a spell, exile cards from the top of your library until you exile a non-land card that costs less. You may cast it without paying its mana cost. Put the exile card on the bottom of any random order. So essentially, it's you can. I know people that played a modern deck that was set up like this, Cascade, where everything was a Cascade ability essentially. So Cascade to one, Cascade to the next, Cascade, Cascade, and you start playing cards for the cost of the first one essentially. It's pretty silly, but it's nice. But I like it. Good card. Wirewood Lodge. Floodgate. 4-drop. Summon Wall. The Floodgate gains flying. Bury it. If Floodgate gains flying, bury it. If Floodgate leaves play, it deals to each non-blue creature without flying 1 damage for each 2 islands you control. That can be kind of crazy. Goblin Charbelcher. 4-drop artifact. Pay 3, tap it, reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a land card. Goblin Charbelcher deals damage equal to the number of non-land cards revealed this way to target creature or player. If the revealed land card was a mountain, Goblin Charbelcher deals double the damage instead. Put the revealed cards on the bottom of your library in any order. Okay then, not bad. Boundless Realms through M13, 7-drop sorcery. Oh no, I bumped my camera! Foil. Search your library for up to X basic land cards, where X is the number of lands you control, and put them onto the battlefield tapped. Then shuffle your library. So you can just pretty much land hoard right then and there on the spot. Like, oh, it cost me 7 to play this, right? So I'm going to do 6. and get 6 lands because it's X cost, right? I mean 7, so you're going to get 7 lands and you double up. So by turn 7, or even less, if you've got a lot of mana dorks and you can do it by turn 4 or 5, you can put 5 more lands out there just with that card alone. That's dirty. Grasp the Harromancer, Gideon's Lawkeep, Wishful Merfolk, Preordain. Hey, there's classic Preordain. Remember I just said that one of those was in the event deck, but that's the commander version. Yargle, Glutton of Urborg, Absorb This, I don't know. Vise maybe. Browbeat, good old Browbeat. Nimble Mongoose, Adventurous Impulse, Kiora's Follower, good old Darksteel Citadel, that's a nice one. Oracle of Nectars, 3-drop creature elf cleric. X cost, pay an X cost, tap it, you gain X life. So essentially it's a big life gainer. That's huge. I might actually try to put that in my commander deck. I don't like adding too much to my commander deck, but anytime you have life gain to keep you in the game, you know, a good card like this, especially late, you're like, oh man, I'm down to 5 life, but he has nothing to play. He's tapped out. Let's tap this. X cost myself back up to 20, however many mana I have. Decent. Sword of the Animist, 2-drop, legendary artifact equipment. Equipped creature gets a +1/+1. Whenever equipped creature attacks, you may search your library for a basic land card, put it in the battlefield, tap, then shuffle your library. There's another mana gain, so that's an early drop. 4 to get it on a creature, and you can start pumping up land. All it has to do is attack, so not bad at all. I like that one. And the old Noggle Bandit, 3-drop creature, Noggle Rogue. Noggle Bandit can't be blocked except by creatures with Defender. Not bad for a blue-red. Most of that stuff gets countered anyway, but hey, I mean, you can have a 2/2 creature in there that can swing away and start ticking people off. This is true! Oh, that was a fast tear. Hope I didn't break anything. That came off like a freaking rocket. Spectral Gate Guards, Knight of the Tusk, Crush Descent, Leapfrog, Duress, Desperate Castaways, Maximize Velocity, Bargain Sergeant, Frontier Mastodon, Clip Wings, finally to an uncommon, Azra Oddsmaker, Sunset Pyramid, Helm of Awakening, classic, like this one. This is probably like a $5 or $6 card, non-reprinted version. 2-drop, all spells cost 1 generic mana less to play, so it's a cheaper version. That's all cards. Unfortunately, it's not just you, it's everybody. Oh, Kolaghan's Command. Now this, I thought was a rare card, or a mythic rare when it was first released, but maybe not. Either way, it's decent. I think it's a $15 card from the non-reprinted version. I just scanned it into my collection earlier, going over my stuff, seeing what I'm going to sell, what I'm going to keep. Kolaghan's Command, 3-drop, instant, choose 2. Return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Target player discards a card. Destroy target artifact, or Kolaghan's Command deals 2 damage to target creature or player. So you gotta just choose 2 of those. Not bad. That's a pretty hefty card. I like it. And Rescue from the Underworld, 5-drop from Theros, instant. As an additional cost to cast Rescue from the Underworld, sacrifice a creature. Choose target creature card in your graveyard, return that card and the sacrifice card to the battlefield under your control at the beginning of your next upkeep. Exile Rescue from the Underworld. There's that. Oh man, down to 4 packs. Still haven't got that Crypt card everybody's looking for. Mana Crypt. $120 card they threw in a box that cost you $150. Jerks. Laxodon Partisan. Pentac Ward. Clear the Mind, Enlightened Maniac, Grave Purge, Hound of the Farbogs, Pyrotechnics, Prophetic Ravings, Pax Favor, Backwoods Survivalist, Death Reap Ritual, Crystal Ball, Triumph of the Hordes. Until the end of turn, creatures you control get a +1/+1 and gain Trample and Infect. Not bad. Ooh, Expropriate. I think this was a pretty popular one. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I think it was a good one. 9-drop, Sorcery. Council's Dilemma. Starting with you, each player votes for time or money. For each time vote, take an extra turn after this one. For each money vote, choose a permanent owned by the vote. This is a stinking mean card. I mean, you're playing a commander game, and they can't counter this. You're either going to take something from 3 people, or you're going to have 2 or 3 extra turns, and depending on what's on the field of play and when you play it, they might all be screwed. I'm just going to say it. That's a nasty card. Yeah, but it's Commander. Anything can happen. Or Modern, for that matter. And Morrow. That's a pretty cool one. 4-drop, creature elemental. Morrow's power and toughness are each equal to the number of cards in your hand. So I guess if you're playing a blue-green or something to the fact, or just something that gets you many cards in hand, you can make this guy nasty. Unfortunately, he can be blocked as a chump bit, the chump block. But, hey, there's always other stuff to make him more devastating. Alright, 3 packs left. We can do this. Cross your fingers for me. Get that crypt card. Path to Exile. Decent. It's pretty popular. Conflux, and I think other sets, but it was like a $5 card, maybe a $2 one right now. Lingering Souls. Decent out of Dark Ascension. Laboratory Maniac. Huge card. Good card. I got this full version. It's like $6-7, but it's pretty good. That's 2 uncommons in a row. 3 uncommons. 4 uncommons. Distortion Strike. Decent. Cackling Imp. Blight Soil Druid. Seismic Shift. Firebrand Archer, Centaur Courser, Bristling Boar, Join Shields, Emessi Tomei, Marissa Tomei, another Pathrazer of Ulamog, Phyrexian Plague Lord, that's a decent one. 5-drop Creature Carrier, sacrifice Phyrexian Plague Lord. Target creature gets a -4/-4 until end of turn. Sacrifice a creature. Target creature gets -1/-1 until end of turn. So, he's a 5-drop, 4/4 creature. You can pretty much kill or get rid of something down to its bare with -4/-4, or sacrifice another creature and -1. So, it's probably more useful for low-end creatures, like tokens and stuff that you can get rid of that they got on the field to play. I don't know. Maybe it's not as good as I thought. It seems like it'd be good. Maybe there's a way to use it really well. You have to explain that to me. I don't know. But anyway, Phyrexian Plague Lord and Sakura Tribe Scout. Common. That's a nice foil, too. 1-drop. Creature Snake Shaman Scout. You can tap it. You may put a land card from your hand into play. So it's always good to be able to get mana gain, mana boosting with cards like that. Low end cost. Oh, why are you being weird? Alright, 2 more. Village Bell Ringer, Star-Crowned Stag, Kiora's Dambreaker, Maximize Altitude, Prowling Pangolin, March of the Drowned, Torch Courier, Cosmotronic Wave, Lifespring Druid, Crossroads Consecrator, Rocks War Monk, Lifelink, 3/4. Sigil of Valor, decent card. Equip creature gets whenever equipped creature attacks alone, it gets +1/+1 of turn for each other creature you control. I'm not sure if I end up putting this in my rat deck. It's pretty good though. I mean, if you put it in your rat colony deck or relentless rats, any of that matter, you get obviously whatever they're giving you for the rat combo plus just tack on that. So that's a decent one to put in any type of heavy creature build deck. Ooh, Bow of Nylea. 3-drop, legendary artifact enchantment. Attacking creature you control have Death Touch. You can pay 2, tap it, choose 1, put a 1/1 counter on target creature, or Bow of Nylea deals 2 damage to target creature with flying, or you gain 3 life, or put up to 4 target cards from your graveyard on the bottom of your library in any order. Not a bad card. I've got it in my commander deck, I think, because it's an enchantment. So I like it. That's a good one. Trading Post, 4-drop, artifact, pay 1, tap it, discard a card, you gain 4 life, pay 1, tap it, you may pay 1 life. Create a 0/1 white goat creature token. Pay 1, tap it, sacrifice creature, return target artifact card from your graveyard to your hand. Pay 1, tap it, sacrifice an artifact, draw a card. So it gives you a lot of options. Trading Post. It's pretty much what it says. It's a card that gives you a lot of options to do what you want. And Not of This World, uncommon, 7-drop. That's a really cool foil. I have this base card somewhere. I don't remember where I have it, but this is really cool though. 7-drop tribal instant Eldrazi. Counter target spell or ability that targets a permanent you control. Not of This World costs 7 less to cast if it targets a spell or ability that targets a creature you control with power 7 or greater. That's why they made it that way, because most of your Eldrazi decks, all your Eldrazi monsters are usually bigger than 7. And so it's useful because it's a free spell to protect your big old Emrakul or whatever else you have out there. Not bad at all. And our last one is this pack. Why are you doing that, cards? Alright, here we go. Mortals Ardor, Stalwart, dang, I went way too far up the screen. Stalwart Aven, Humongulous, Impulse, Marsh Hulk, Blood Artist, good decent card there. Timur Battle Rage, Kolaghan Storm Singer, Runeclaw Bear, Gift of Paradise, Martial Glory, Heavy Arbalist, Artifact Equipment, Black Knight, and Wheel of Fate, Sorcery. Suspend 4 rather than cast as cost. I don't like reading this. These are too confusing to me. I know how to suspend. So each player discards his or her hand and draws 7 cards. And we got Delay from Future Sight as our last foil. What a bummer. Well, no Mana Crypt. That's okay. 2-drop instant. Counter target spell. If this spell is countered this way, remove it from the game with 3 time counters on it instead of putting it into its owner's graveyard. If it doesn't have suspend, it gains suspend. At the beginning of the owner's keep, remove a time counter from that card. When the last is removed, the player plays it without paying its mana cost. If it's a creature, it has haste. So there you go, folks. 24 packs of Mystery Booster Box opened for your viewing pleasure. And don't forget, comments. We're looking for 25. The sooner we get them, the more comments we're going to take. First person we draw is going to get this bad boy. Second person is going to get this bad boy. Too easy, folks. Wish y'all best of luck. Best of luck. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next video. Deuces.